nobody really has an innate life purpose, or at least if they do, it's something they have to craft and learn all by themselves. And the main reason for that is quite literally to make life worth living. So, a lot of people are, from what it seems like nowadays, or maybe even generally before, I don't know, I wasn't exactly born in those times, but everyone is confused about what to do in life. Everyone's like, what's my life purpose? What do I do? I like this, I like that, but how do I do it well? And how do I even start? Well, the simple answer, right, is going to be to just start and just to try everything you can until you figure it out. And that you're going to have different life purposes at different stages of your life. That's just a fact. Because you're going to be at different stages of awareness. You're going to be at different stages of experience, of knowledge, of even just general circumstances. And so it's really, really important to really put that into perspective. And it's not like a one purpose kind of thing. For some people it might be though. And I say that because they might be just interested in one sole thing. And those are usually the people that are the best at what they do. Like for example, you get the best athletes in the world. All they care about is that specific sport. That's it. But that leads more into the side of obsession. Which, if that's what you want, then hey, go for it. Maximize your potential and change the world. But for a lot of other people who, again, might have multiple interests and multiple different sort of skills, yeah, you're gonna have different life purposes at each stage of your life. And even you questioning your life purpose in this current stage that you're in, if you're clicking this video because of that reason, then that could even be a part of it. That could be just what your life purpose is to figure out. So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and let your mind flow. Because a lot of times when you put a lot of pressure on ourselves to kind of figure this stuff out, it's like pretty much nobody has it figured out in one sense. Because and I'm reading this book about probability, right? And just how every kind of scenario in the infinite possible of situations that can happen from every kind of circumstance, there's a lot of luck. Then there's a lot of randomness that tends to happen as a result of that. And so, is there one specific life purpose? Maybe not. Can you cling on to one life purpose? Yes, you can. Can you cling on to multiple? Yes, you can. And it all depends on what you truly want inside of yourself. And again, if you look at my last video, your mind and heart unification, this is when you're really in the flow of things and you really know what you want to do at this current stage of life. Again, say if you have kids, for example, your life purpose is going to be completely different to when you don't have kids. Or if some of you are in school, when you finish school, you're going to be at a completely different stage than where you're at now. So your purpose is going to be completely different. However, there are some fundamentals, or at least foundations to what life purpose is generally for all of humanity, at least so it seems like it is, which is to be a flipping good human. To be honest, it's literally just to be good. Good to others, good to yourself, and good to the world, generally. You know, you treat each other with respect, you're humble. Well, you don't have to be humble, but you have to be kind to others, and generous to others, and help each other out. That's it. And then help yourselves out. Making sure that you're fulfilled at every stage, because say if you're not feeling good mentally, you're going to probably bring that upon someone else, because if you're talking to them or you're just with them, you know, some of that bad energy is going to spread a little bit. Energy is pretty contagious. Just because the way you're going to be speaking and the way you're going to be doing the actions is going to reflect as a result of that. And then that's going to bring someone else down. So instead, let's do the opposite. Let's change that. But yeah, don't be too bogged up by, you know, where you think you need to be, or where it is that, you know, you might be confused, because again, life is completely random. Anything can happen at any given time. So instead, start to cultivate a mindset where you start to realize that everything is flowing in the right direction for the best reason, and that requires a lot of trust. And that's going to be very, 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 very hard to build, man, because trust is something that is tricky to kind of trick your brain into get into understanding. But once you do have it, that's when like you can live life without any sort of regrets with anything you do, because you know it's all leading down to the better path, a more optimistic path. And when you have that, opportunities start to fly your way because you're just kind of letting it in. You're looking for those kind of things. You're looking for what it is that you truly desire. Whereas if you're confused about your life purpose and things like that, you don't know where to go, you're not going to move forward, and you're going to be very stagnant in terms of where you want to go and what desires you want. So try and keep it simple. Let's not try and confuse it by I like this, I like that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And let's just say simply, alright, cool. What do I want out of life? Do I want a nice car? Do I want a nice house? Do I want to change the world? Pick a couple of those things, right? And you're going to have multiple, because who doesn't want those nice things, right? And quite simply, how do you get there? And then quite simply, what am I good at? What can I offer to the world? That's it. And again, because of your experience in life and your knowledge in life at different life stages and different ages, you're probably going to differentiate as time goes by. And that's why, as I said in the beginning of the video, it's really important to throw yourselves into as many situations as you can in order to even figure this out, because you're not going to have any regrets when you're older. You're going to have so much more experience under your belt, and then you're going to be like, okay, cool, you know what, I gravitate towards this more. And even if you think about it from a data perspective, it makes complete sense. Mainly because you're collecting more data about yourself, you're collecting more analytics about yourself. You know, if you post on social media and you get a certain amount of likes and views and all that stuff, the same thing applies to the rest of your life. There's always some kind of metric that you can track towards. At least I think you are, unless you're completely guided by intuition, and I don't think many people are like that. So for the sake of the video, let's try and keep it as practical as possible. But yeah, also another thing as well, I feel like when people get really bogged down about life purpose, remember to have fun, man. Remember how to have fun trying to find your life purpose itself, because it's going to make the experience a lot better, and you'd actually find out that you probably find it a lot more better because you're finding things that you enjoy doing. You find things that you're going to be in a good mood for, and you can follow through with it. Because if you're going to have a bad mindset going into it, you're probably going to be even more scared and confused. Whereas when you're more joyful and things like that, you're going to be way better and way more kind of on track to where you want to go. Also, I'm not sure what's going on, but I keep getting seaweed. I just realised the fish place is closed, isn't it? Damn. They really follow the 9 to 5 structure. That's pretty crazy. We've got some shades though. We take those. Let me put them bad boys on right now. You can't wear glasses on this game. Oh, that sucks, man. Oh, I have skills. See, oh, by the way, if you're new here, as I progress on this game, I just find out about literally things like this. This tab screen. And if you might notice from the comments, I have a few coaches I'm really grateful for, who actually teach me how to play this game properly, because I'm like 8 years late to the game. So it's, yeah, basically, pretty much. But yeah, simply put, man, whatever kind of confusion you might have, and the thing is, yeah, I'm sure even anyone you might look up to, who's like who you might think is doing well, they also have a lot of times where they get confused. They also have a lot of times where they kind of, I don't want to say hit rock bottom, but they kind of hit a little slippery slope from time to time, because again, the way that life works is like a spiral. It's not a constant stream of like going up, right? So everyone has their little blips and everyone gets confused and things like that, especially because nothing in life is completely guaranteed, and as a result of that, what ends up happening? A lot of unpredictability. So again, everyone is different, so don't try to compare yourself to anyone to the point where you might say, oh, well, he's found his life purpose, or he's found what he wants to do, because it's always different and you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Or you know that person might not even like what they're doing, but they just seem like they are, and they could eventually pivot like 10 years down the line into something completely different. So again, only compare yourself to the person you look at in the mirror, which is yourself, clearly, and go from there, man. And I think that was a decent fishing day. So on that note, peace and blessings, and we'll be back in the next one.